Beautiful goal. Wow. What a finish. Wow. Oh, that's a free kick right there, boys. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Inception here, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Hulk's Scream card. We're going to take a look at whether this card is worth getting or not. I believe right now this card is going to be, I think, around like 200k or something. So I'm going to go search it up right now just to make sure for you guys. Right now his price is 156k. Now, I'm not a fan of SPCs in general. I'll explain why, right? I like to unlock cards as I consistently play the game, and then I get to a certain point where I can unlock it through gameplay, objective-based things, whether that's collecting cards through gameplay or collecting challenges through gameplay. I like that more than I like the SBC stuff, right? Because the SBC stuff, you have to essentially pay for the content, right? This price right here at 156k is a price you have to pay to be able to use the card and keep the card forever, right? So, but that's just my opinion in regards to all of that. We're going to be trying out Hulk's card because one of my mods, D-Rose, thank you so much to D-Rose for allowing me to use his account for this review. This is the team that we're going to be using Hulk in, right? Let's do some predetermined thoughts on whether or not this card is going to be good in game, right? So, gameplay aside, you have to slap a sniper on him. Why? His shot power, his long shots are absolutely brilliant, and his dribbling needs to be improved as much as possible because his agility and balance is very, very low. But, very strong card. Very good at passing, very good at shooting, very good at pace. For the moment, because I will be using him as a striker in a 4-4-2. I'll show you guys how I'm going to be lining up. I don't know what D-Rose's tactics are. I don't know if he even has a 4-4-2. He doesn't. So I'm just going to pick a random one here. I think he actually uses my 4-2-3-1. He does use my 4-2-3-1. So we could use that formation as well. That would work perfectly fine. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to move Anthony Martial to that side. Conte will be playing as one of my CDMs next to Pep Guardiola. And then Robert Firmino will be in the cam position, and then we'll be using Hulk as the striker. Perfect. And I think he has the exact same instructions that I use as well. Forgot to put free roam on the cam. Stay back while tagging covers center. Cut passing lanes for the more defensive-oriented person. Come back in defense for that. Blah, 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 blah. Cool, cool. And then pressure on heavy touch, right? So we're going to go ahead and use that in the game. We're going to see how he plays as a striker with a sniper chemistry style. I'm putting him as a striker because I want to see if we can get some goals with him. I want to see if his movement up top is good. If his movement up top is not that great, I'll move him to the right mid position. I'll keep moving him. I'll put him in different positions so that you guys have an understanding of, you know, what's the best solution to put the card in, right? You know, what's the best position to put the card in? So we're going to go into a division rivals match, and we're basically going to go from there. So let's get it going. Okay, so the first opponent we come up against, this guy got Theo Hernandez in his team. Wow. People kill me with their luck, man. They kill me. They kill me. I love a Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez is easy to link with a lot of people, you know? Okay, so again, we're going to be using the 4-2-3-1. We're going to be trying him out as a striker. Let's see how he does. One touch. Ooh, I see. That the responsiveness of being able to take that small... I had to take the small little touch right there and then a left-footed strike, right? Because I think with Hulk, once he gets that angle, it's a GG with him. So that wasn't great off the ball movement right there. He should have utilized that middle spot in the striker position.
The attack continues. They're making considerable progress.
Little fake shot stop. We're gonna get into the angle right here. Finesse shot from that angle. It was direct. It was direct. It's good to try out all those different angles to see what the shooting stats actually does to the card. Oh, fake shot stop. Wait for Hulk to transition. One touch with his right foot. Scores the opportunity. Okay. Scores with his right foot. Okay. Okay. Good little finish by him. Touch wasn't too emphasized, which is always a great thing. You don't want to have an emphasized touch here. What I'm actually going to do with this is I'm going to put this on balance because I feel like the way that the team is set up in regards to all of that is not necessarily ideal, but I think everything else should be okay. Maybe a little bit higher depth. No, I think the depth is actually okay. Players in the box is set well, and then we'll basically move from there. So as a striker so far, that off-the-ball movement is very generic. It's not really quality of a card. The one that we had before is the one where quality of a card makes a difference because they would realize that open space a little bit quicker, right? So he didn't really realize it that quick, but, you know, it was a good finish by him at the end, but it was a generic finish. It wasn't anything too specific and special.
And that is how to thwart them. Martial.
Hulk's making a nice little run right here. We'll do a little ball roll and then a through ball pass. A good through ball pass. Very, very good outside the foot pass. I wanted to try it from that specific angle right there. It's not necessarily always ideal generally to do that pass, but I wanted to force it to see if he would be very responsive at that. Gonna chest out some stuff right here. A little shot. Skill move wasn't too bad there from the rainbow flick over there. Got the ball back here. Gonna see if we can open space. Nothing working for us there. So far, he stays pretty centrally, pretty nicely, actually. A little run right there, a little off-the-ball movement. Well, let's see how fast these are. Not bad, okay.
It's neat passing, confidence on the ball.
Little fake shot, go in. Little skill move to get into the space. That little transitioning run, first time shot. Oh, he does a side-footed one. I should have realized the run sooner. It was a very good run by him, actually, because the way that Hulk was transitioning in right there was specific for his left foot. So that would have been a very good attacking opportunity. That's the middle transition run you gotta wait for. Firmino has bad attacking AI run right there, actually. That should have been a middle run by him.
It's with Roberto Firmino.
Hulk cuts inside from that angle. Okay, the shot animation took a little bit too long. A little bit from his responsiveness right there. Trying to see if I can get some angles for you guys to see like what his shooting really is like from those really specific angles right there. You don't want to force the ball to these players, right? Right now I'm forcing it to try out specific angles in terms of shots, passes and whatnot, but when you play FIFA, that's not the thing you have to be focusing on the most. This guy might get a shot opportunity here. And we're good. Well, defending right there. This 4-2-3-1 is actually not really working that well defensively for this team, so I might switch to a 4-4-2. Very huge emphasis. That emphasis right there with Hulk is what you want to avoid at all costs, right? And him doing that is definitely a nuisance for your general gameplay experience for sure. Because people who do that touch, they waste the time, right, to be able to open up the space really nicely.
This could be an interesting avenue.
The CDMs seem disinterested in defending that middle area with this 4-2-3-1, I've noticed. Okay, so for the second half, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the 4-4-2. We're going to try him out in a two-striker formation. So far, I'm going to tell you guys this right now, not really impressed with the card. You have to give him a sniper to improve his dribbling, but his dribbling still can be clunky at times. I think that if you use him as a striker, you know, you would use him more for fun as a striker. I would love to get this card, generally speaking, because he is an FC Porto legend. So what I'm going to do with this formation right here is we're going to switch to the 4-4-2 really quickly. Tactics, it's going to be the same old over here. That, balanced, that. Perfect. Instructions are stay back while attacking. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Everything else will keep unbalanced. I'm pretty sure we don't have the right players in the right position, so we're gonna have to take a look at that. Actually, we might actually have them in the right positions. Let's see. Okay, this is how I want to use it. I want to use it like this as a right mid because as a striker, he's kind of being very meh right now, right? So I want to try him on the sides. And this half specifically, we're going to play the game normally. We're not going to force the play with certain players. We're going to play the game normally, and we're going to see how that specifically goes. I want to see what his stamina is like with comeback on defense because very, very important to have that extra support on the sides. And then we're basically going to transition from there. So let's see how this specifically goes. A finesse shot right there. Ooh, over the bar. I think it was deflected, actually. Big boy Virgil van Dijk. Ooh, he jumps like a beast. Little ball roll to get that finesse angle, and there's the scoring opportunity, see? Not bad, not bad. Double ball roll, nice little finesse on his strong foot. A very, very good shot at the end by him, to be honest with you. Not bad. That's why on the right side, in the right mid position, you have to get him on his strong foot, right? So that might be the preferred destination for his card, to be honest. So no, it was like a nice little flick finesse as well. Very composed as well. He's got great composure stats. I believe his composure stats are 76. Not even that good, but he has a sniper chemistry style, so they give him +5. The physical was the most noticeable part on the card right there for sure.
Working really well as a team to regain possession.
All right, see Hulk in this situation right here. Nice little ball roll touch. Good off the ball movement to occupy the space. Opens up the space here in the middle. He's going to think I'm going to commit. Go back in. Little touch again. Wait for the little run right there. Didn't happen early enough. Nice little passing there by Pep. Little fake shot. We see the guy in the middle right there. One touch, one finesse. Saves it from off the line. Not bad, not bad.
You've got to try to make it a bit more difficult for your opponent than that.
Yeah, Hulk is definitely better on the right side for sure. I think he needs to be used there. Not as a striker. You can't force him as a striker to do a play review. You got to use him where he's meant to be used, and that's definitely on the right side for sure.
Playing with purpose and control.
He just stopped playing at that point. I don't know what just happened right there. You do notice that the players are still tracking you on off the ball. Like okay, here's the thing about the patch that they recently added, right? The players are still tracking you, but there's only some cases where they stop tracking you completely. But because you noticed that I was doing skill moves there and the player was still in the middle of me the entire time until I dribbled where he just stopped completely. So it's not completely nerfed just yet. It definitely needs to still have work done to it for sure. Like honestly, like if a person is not playing the game and the AI is the one that's defending, they should just at some point when they're going up against you for a small bit of around a time, they should be around your general area, but then they should just be like, well, I'm not being controlled, so they're just going to get through me. You know what I'm saying? The whole point of defensive AI is to be around the general area to defend, but then you yourself have to be controlling the player to be able to avoid him to getting past you. You know, if you don't control the AI, then you know you're just going to get past all the time. So I think they still need to work on that. I really think that barely anything was done to it, to be honest with you. Or not enough was done to it. Because I know people are still using the one-player defending tactic, right? Like they're just using the one midfielder and then they're just... His agility and balance, it's not being a huge problem right now. The gameplay is not terrible right now, which definitely could be a huge influence. Hulk with the physical, finesse shot angle. Ooh! He likes, you know what Hulk likes to do? He likes to do those dipping finesse shots, you know what I'm saying, from certain angles. It seems to be working out really well. Definitely interested to see what he does in the next game for sure. Yeah, so at first I didn't really like Hulk's card, to be honest with you, but once I put him in that right mid position, that's where he's best utilized, man. You can't force the striker position with these cards, man. They have to play in like their natural positions. That's the balance. I don't know what balance tactics he's using, but we are going to be switching to the 4-4-2. In this game in particular, I'm not changing his chemistry styles. There are some things that I would change chemistry style wise. Like even Van Dijk, I would give him like a shadow instead of sentinel and all that kind of stuff. There's no point in giving him physical when he's already a freaking physical god. Right? So what we're going to be doing and passing and defending, my dude, you got to give them good chemistry styles. Look, this one is a sentinel or whatever it is. Or actually, no, defending and passing actually makes a lot of sense. Never mind. Forget that I said that. Probably like a hunter on Firmino though. Okay. Let's keep it rolling. Let's go. Let's try him out in the right mid position. All right. So the second game, honestly, guys, when people, you know, it's like a thing that people always do is when they say like, you don't only need one game to test out a card. Yes, you do. It only requires one game. You see how the player moves off the ball, on the ball when you give it to him. What does he offer you in defensive front and the attacking front? It just takes one game. But this one, we're going to take 2 games because I want to see how he plays in a full game with the right formation and a nice little 4-4-2 in that right mid position. Because honestly, if I naturally get into a finesse shot angle with him, he's going to bang it into the back of the net. Really enjoy using him in that position. So we're going to go ahead and switch to that right now, and we're going to go from there.
This looks space out wide, and they're going to use it. the referee's read that perfectly. They can play on even though it was a foul.
Yeah, I think he's going to get a yellow card after this move, but he should let the move go on.
Continue to knock the ball around, looking for the opening. This to put them
Open up the
ahead.
space. It'll
It's
get him on
got
his
to
left
be.
foot, near post shot. Ah, we almost got that. Almost got that.
That is the first goal.
Yeah, you wanna get them on their strong foot, because when it comes to shooting across goal, they're not like necessarily specifically good. But we get a nice little deflection there from a good opportunity, in all fairness, and we end up scoring, so that's good.
Smooth as you like, wasn't it? The opposition didn't know which way to turn.
Conte, Guardiola, Lucas.
That's the transitioning run right there. It's that one, see? So when you make that pass on the outside, your player in the middle will start making that transitioning run on the inside. Sometimes they don't do it, but that's the pass you gotta look for when it comes to attacking in this game. Once I make that pass, Lucas Moura gets into position. We just do a nice little finesse shot.
Restarting at 2. Guedes. Good defending. A chance to break away now on the counter. It was a foul. The referee's seen the situation that he can play on. Good work from him. Conte. Roberto Firmino.
Oh, Hulk with that transitioning run. One touch upwards. Nice and composed. There it is. He thinks I'm going to overcommit to that top side. That's why, you know, I could have touched the ball slightly and then shot it right away. But I feel like in that situation, see, that's right there. That's the whole cut inside thing with his card, right? The way that he was cutting inside right there, that's a default characteristic of his, right? In that situation, I could have probably just dragged the ball with his left foot and then shot it instantly because of his great shooting stats. But I felt like I wanted to be a little bit more composed in that situation, which is why I aimed for the drag back on his left side to create more of a consistent finish, right? So Hulk's going to make that run right there. He's going to be offside because Adamas Traore is going to take too long. That sucks. But that's one thing to look forward to with this card, is that little transitioning run on the inside that he always does, right? It's a default thing of his. His default thing is to aim for that left foot power finesse. That's what his thing is. Because he's on balanced tactics. The only thing that I put on him is to come back on defense with him, right? So, ball roll. Good. I actually want to do a free kick with him. That's perfect. Oh, he's got great free kick stats, actually. So I actually might be able to hit this. Oh, he moved his goalkeeper. Interesting. Okay. So since he moved his goalkeeper over here, I don't know how to do a power strike. I'm just going to do a curved effort here. Beautiful goal. Wow.
And the goalkeeper totally bamboozled by it.
What a finish. Wow. Oh, that's a free kick right there, boys.
The goalkeeper's game is getting
Wow, look at that.
Well, it's just one of those awful days.
Beautiful curve on that, man. I got that to perfection with that little curve on the free kick.
Well, we're underway again.
Nice. All right, guys, so final verdict on the card. Honestly, he's a ton of fun to use, man. I think I have a favoritism thing with him just because he's from FC Porto, right? He's an FC Porto legend, and I would love to get this card. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This whole Ultimate Team game mode honestly makes me sad. It makes me sad because this is genuinely the first time that I've had fun playing the game. Because, listen, let's just talk about this for a second. The division rivals rank right here is 1383. So 1383 for, I'm going to toot my own horn, for someone like me is open matchmaking, right? Having a team like this to try out with a new card on open matchmaking is so much fun, okay? It's so much fun because I don't feel like I have to really exploit the meta to play it. I play it to have fun. I play it to try out a card, and that is what Ultimate Team should be about. And that's why I made that video of what I think Ultimate Team should be about, because honestly, I had a ton of fun using this card on that right mid position. And there's so many other cards that EA releases that I don't even look at because they're not necessarily full meta, or they're through SBCs where I have to pay a bunch of coins to get, and not through gameplay content. And then if I get these cards, I'm not going to use them in like around 1800 skill rating matchmaking because it's only the top tier players there. You can't have more of an open matchmaking. Honestly, I'm at the point where it's like, just make division rivals like 1500 skill rating cap, because It just sucks that we don't have a regular game mode that like, oh, well, once you get to the top, because those rewards are not worth it when you get to the top. It is not worth it at all, okay? No one plays Rivals during the week because it is not worth playing. They play their foot champs, they get their gold 3 rewards, and then they go from there. But let's just talk about this card, okay? This card is so much fun to use, okay? His dribbling sucks. Very, very noticeable, okay? His agility and balance is not great, but everything else about the card is god tier. Although his weak foot also sucks too. The 3-star weak foot can be shitty at times. But the thing is, right, is that he also has very good finishingly good shot power, and 81 composure is not bad. So it's not necessarily terrible. I did end up scoring 1 goal with his right foot, and it was a pretty good direct shot with him in a good situation. So, honestly, I would get this card for fun, guys. He's super, super fun to use. Physical presence is very noticeable. Passing is very, very good. His dribbling is a problem, but I would compensate for it because his other stats are very nice and they're fun to play with. Pace wasn't an issue for me. I didn't notice the pace being a huge issue. I think making him as responsive as possible and making his shooting as god tier as possible is what you should do in the card. And I really recommend using him in that right mid position because I feel like that is the best position to use him in. So that's going to conclude the video for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. I like to make these reviews, and I like to be a little bit more specific on whether or not a card is worth it. So if you guys want to see more player reviews in the future, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys for the next video. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.